think against Kyna, this is my best bet. So we're going to see. To be honest, I don't really know what to expect. I feel like this might be one of the first times that this has happened where we get the Kyna Devil Jin versus the Lopes 7.
Oh. Now, let me tell you what I think is going to happen. Kyna's advantage state with Bo, his schmicks, his reads with the side light, the way that he mixes up, I don't know, an Ensig, a Sider, sometimes he goes in through the D-light. It feels like his punish game is so consistent after side light, which, by the way, with Bo is not an easy feat. You got to get into your opponent's head. You got to be able to read through defensive options. Lopes, now we're going to be seeing the 7. We'll see how the cannon is going to do here as the spirit has been knocked away. Kyna going to be juggling him into oblivion. And then finally, the D-light ground pound to be able to finally pick up the cannon.
And you can see from the way that Kyna plays Bo, it's very reminiscent of the way that Kyna plays Axe as well. Uses that Bo and Light the same exact way that he uses the Axe D-Light as an anti-air tool as well. And so we're going to see the first stock fall there, as Lopes is going to have a little bit of a smidgen of a lead here, but I'm sure Kyna is going to be able to respond in just a moment.
Well, that side light so active, going to be able to get the full extension. Nice. Kyna with the GC D-Light, no immediate recovery. Lopes not going to be able to get the GC D-Light of his dreams, but he is piling on the damage. He is getting the extra credit, but that is just going to be a huge punish.
Yeah, I feel like that down sig on the spear is kind of a hard one to actually punish, but Kyna was able to do that masterfully. I mean, just great awareness of spacing, gets the read there as well with the sig, tries to space out, says no, I'm gonna go back, and then dashes in with the side light, waits a little bit, here we go, the side light again.
Okay, he's able to get the end light this time around. Can we see those big cannon strings? Kyna, that side light gonna be forcing Lopes into disadvantage. 1 neutral, 2 neutrals, he's going for the 3rd, he gets a sider, and he's still gonna be able to pick up that stock. Kyna has so much momentum. How is his advantage state so consistent?
Yeah, I mean, really what it is that Lopes is allowing Kyna to get too many situations where he's able to set up a side light, right? So Kyna's getting the vast majority, that should be the stock right there. No, not enough. Only goes for 1 D-light there because he had to go for the gravity cancel because he got off the stage with the first one, so couldn't get the double D-light, and that's going to cost him a little bit. But yeah, Kyna's getting everything off the side light on this bow. Lopes has to stuff him out.
Okay, Lopes just needs any opening. Kyna, he's playing a little bit slow. He's playing patient. Yep, he gave him that by whiffing a D-light of his own.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta, give it up for free. It's unfortunate, but gets the best of us. And Lopes definitely needed that because Kyna was starting to soar a little bit too far. Man, these anti-air end lights from Kyna are so good.
Oh, he almost got it all. He goes in through the side sig. Lopes just finds a true combo D-light. So gets 2 hits for all of his trebles and light. But Kyna with the wake-up side light, I love that option. The end light gonna be coming through again. The reverse end light as well, hitting behind him. He read Lopes so hard.
And look at it, side light, dash forward, dash back, right? Tries to bait something out. And once he feels like he understands what the defensive option is, that's when Kyna will pull the trigger. 1 more nair will get rid of the stock. A D-light recovery as well will be more than enough. Obviously, any signature will KO.
He dodged away with the cannon still. He stayed stacked and then was still able to get the neutral punish. That was amazing. But Lopes, hold on. He's beginning to cook. He's heating up. Lopes is so deep into the red. Anything can KO at this point. Even an end light on neutral is going to be enough to take it off the top. But Lopes, as long as he does not get hit. But alas, he does. Kyna finds the end light. That's the game. Now he comes up with the 1-0 lead.
Honestly, I got a little scared for Kyna toward the end there because Kyna, I think, was playing a little bit too reserved. Was able to get these side lights, but side light is an attack that has fixed knockback, right? And so, like, it doesn't matter how deep into the red you are. You get hit by side light, you're never going to lose your stock. And Kyna was just not committing to what the follow-up after that attack was going to be. And so he would just look really menacingly at Lopes and then just kind of back off, and it would give Lopes these opportunities to get back into the game. And I'm like, all right, Kyna, well, you need to lock in on the defensive option that Lopes is going for and then pull the trigger, because otherwise you're going to give him lots of opportunities to come back into the game.
I gotta say, I like the Zariel from Kyna. I like this because what I'm so used to seeing from him is pure, utter patience, where he absolutely outmaneuvers you in the footsies. This bow, on the other hand, is pressure incarnate. He stays on top of you. He fights his way back on. He wakes up every second that he possibly can. Now Lopes, he's able to get the read that he's looking for. He almost had the punish, but he was too slow, Flambeau.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't just go for end light there, because it would have been a quicker option to go for a side light, which was way too slow. And now Kyna, once again, pushing this advantage, getting these side lights, dashing away. Look at the way that he steps back there, jumps right around that end light, and then these, oh man, he's so good. Yeah, Kyna.
That's right.
Nice reaction as well. Puts himself in the exact right spot to get that.
He's waiting, he's punishing, he's getting it all, but now the question with Bo is, can you actually find that KO? He has been just so consistent with finding the signatures, but now he has to find that D-Light. You whiff a D-Light, look at the punish that your opponent has. He gets a side light, he's not going to be able to get the recovery. They're both so deep into the red. Lopes going to be going out there, kind of fighting his way back on. This is anybody stalking the GC D-Light neutral. He doesn't even need to jump with it. That was enough.
Yeah, love to see that. Beautifully grab cancel coming out from Lopes there. I mean, Kyna, one unarmed recovery away from tying things up. Biding his time, understands. You just have to be a little bit patient. There's the weapon. Side light goes for the immediate recovery to go for a call out there. Lopes gets one nair as a punish. You take what you can get, and Kyna gets the stock. Not quite enough. Mos Eisley, too massive.
Kyna.
Oh, he doesn't get the wall though, so that's going to be a free stock for Kyna.
He just needed to put himself out there. He just needed to scare Lopes. Lopes, he wanted the neutrality to be able to hopefully chase dodge up, and he did not get it. Now, the game is just about even. But Lopes, he's going all the way out there. He used up all of his options. He's against Bo. Is he going to be able to make it back on? Yes, he will.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised Kyna didn't get a little bit more aggressive there, considering the fact that Lopes was unarmed. But now Lopes, with spear in hand, wrench in hand, is able to go ahead and get a good bit of damage. Kyna trying to respond. Good juggles with these nairs, catching Lopes on the landing. Look at the movement coming out from Kyna, but Lopes responding from some movement of his own, saying, you know what, I'm not going to let you be the only one that looks tricky.
Slowing it down, slowing down the pace of the game. Kyna, again, he commits to that D-Light. He put himself in a corner.
Nice
he still spaced out that side light. Wow.
Yeah, that side light and then dash forward, wait for the dodge into nair has been doing a lot for Kyna so far.
Oh, the recovery to be able to get back on, and all of a sudden this is Kyna's advantage. The end line not going to be able to connect. Lopes using the cannon sail to reposition himself safely. The game is just about even, but Kyna is left without a weapon.
I don't know how he didn't get clipped by the side light there.
That's
beautiful
not
spacing from Kyna. We got to swap over to the electric stance as well for Lopes. We haven't seen any of these signatures from this form yet, but he does have that end sig, which is a really tough one to deal with. It's so fast.
It's all about the close. Lopes, he's only going to be able to find a side light for all of his troubles. That was a big whip, but Kyna, he's going to be able to take that stock off the top. He has a gentle, delicate lead. Lopes, he's just looking through the D-Light. Now has the cannon. He's able to get the end light, and now has Kyna off stage. He needs a downer. He needs a neutral. He needs a recovery. He needs anything.
Yeah, the one tough part about this end light is that it's pretty much always going to send a bounce off of the stage, and so it's been making it so that Kyna has been surviving longer than he would otherwise normally. But luckily, Lopes is able to find that unarmed recovery to bring things down to a final stock situation.
I love that weapon style, going for just the immediate weapon throw, just for the shield coverage and the non-commitment. Goes for the reverse D-Light, doesn't actually connect. Kyna end light neutral, he's piling on the damage. Whips the side light. Lopes gonna be able to find the pivot D-Light that time around. Nicely done, keeping it even. Lopes with a slight lead, shoving him off stage. He's holding it down.
Oh, the egg drop in 2025.
Is that it? No! He misses the GC D-Light flambo. That could have been it. Yeah, that could have been all.
It was a hard one to get. Oh, wow, just goes for the rocket punch. Lopes just lets it rip. I mean, hey, really doesn't press the SIG button much at all on 7. 7 has some amazing creative SIGs, and I was wondering, when is Lopes gonna use one of these? And when not a better opportunity to do so?
Lopes' advantage state on that stock 3 was remarkable. He was just going for side light, weapon toss, pick it up, side light, weapon toss again, and he kept recycling that position over and over again, and then all of a sudden Kyna, he was pretty down deep. He took a lot of damage, and then of course Lopes is going to be finishing it off with that D-Sig, so very nicely done. That was pretty cool. I love when we get to see those kinds of extensions. I love when we get to see somebody really pushing the space, especially with the edge guards, with the weapon throws.
I love that sequence as well, because it's not a combo, it's just prioritizing advantage and positioning over and over. Keep putting yourself in better positions so that you're able to make better decisions and more optimal, better bets to put yourself in a better position, and that's exactly what we saw.
He has no dodge. He had to eat all of that. Lopes, he couldn't do anything. You saw that dodge. He spot dodged, and whose face? In Kyna's face. You know what Kyna did? Side light down to absolutely nothing that Lopes could have done. He had to eat 2 of those, and Kyna, again, his advantage is so optimal.
Yeah, has always been one of the best at really making you feel pain, especially without a dodge. I mean, 2 nairs there gonna add up, and especially on a stage like this,
Lopes
you want to be careful.
He's feeling pain. Get him an Advil, please.
Ooh, something. Tylenol, acetaminophen, something.
I think one of those are also acetaminophen, but that's okay.
Oh, no,
Lopes.
Tylenol is acetaminophen, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Pharmacist Flambeau. Lopes gonna be able to get his way back on, but Kyna has clever plans for him. Those Zariel GC signatures off stage are the king of reversals. Be it Bow GC Ensig, be it Gauntlet GC Ensig, he's able to get it all. He is up 3 stocks to 1, and the momentum is not stopping anytime soon. He is piling on the heat.
That's going to be 1 stock. Yeah, okay, there's enough on there, but Lopes, I mean, you are behind, brother. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, queue up that spear for yourself. Weapon throws can give you advantage. Gets the dodge out as well, so you get a double D-Lights here, which is huge damage. A double swipe. You can stop Kyna from getting the stage.
He almost had him too, but he was a little bit too far to the right. Lopes was in the left. He's looking for the D-Light. Kyna going to be able to find the N-Light. Lopes fighting, swinging his way to be able to get back onto the stage.
Ooh, nice down sig there. Burns him. And then gets the swat as well.
Okay. He's coming back.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
fighting his way back. He's a little bit behind, but Kyna's advantage has been so difficult to match. Lopes not going to be able to find the side light, D-Light of his dreams. Whiffs another D-Light. Those are just all openings for Punish.
Yeah, and Lopes is playing this 7. I mean, honestly, fairly honest, right? Isn't using the signature kit much at all. We see a down sig here and there, but otherwise, it's pretty much just the base spear kit. Really just tapping into the legend, I guess, for the signatures.
He did nothing. He pressed nothing at all. He just ate that D-Light.
There we go again.
Yeah, no dodge. Oh, Kyna, what is going on with your lead? What is happening? It is dissolving. That almost hit him from behind.
Oh, not. Oh, man, if you just fast fell just like a little bit, that D-Light would have connected. I saw the vision there for Lopes, but Lopes has brought this game all the way back. 1 hit away. Oh, and Kyna 1 recovery away. The chase was so...
He brought it back. He was down 3 stocks to 1. He brought it back. Nyx was knocking at his door, and he said, nope, not yet. My time is not now. He fought back. He did an incredible, incredible job. He just played so patient. He just played so evasively with the spear at the end. He kept Kyna off of him.
And Kyna, I can't say Kyna didn't have opportunity, right? I mean, you had such a massive lead. You have a situation like here, we're going to see it, where like Kyna, he dodges in front of Kyna, and Kyna is airborne with gauntlets. All Kyna has to do is press the heavy button for the recovery, and he wins the game there. But instead, he's just a little bit scary.
Zol,
Okay.
Zol, 2 cannons. We've seen 2 cannons in singles.
I don't see it that way. You know, I mean, objectively that is correct, but really, Kyna's on Axe. He's just not playing Taros, but he's playing Taros in different, in sheep's clothing.
We'll see. We'll see. That Axe with that damage set, with that force, absolutely. But it is Lopes, who now has a 2-1 game lead against Kyna, which is ridiculous. Kyna, sidelight neutrally, he is piling on the damage. He just jumps in, absolutely bold, looking for that end light. He's looking for the ground pound. He's not going to be able to get it, but the back hit of the recovery was able to spike him. We love Axe hitboxes, baby. We love them. We love it. Axe players, they love to hit that. GG's, better played.
Oh, Kyna's going to use the cannon. I honestly didn't think he was going to, but at this point, he basically skill gapped him so hard on the first stock. I think he's like, you know what, I may as well go ahead and have some fun. Look at this cannon go. Huge damage coming out here from Kyna. Almost gets the landing with the end light, but it doesn't even matter. This is a completely different set at this point.
What is happening? Lopes is not even in the game at the moment. Kyna just going to be locking down the stage. He's got his own cannon. He goes for the side light, neutrally to be able to cover above him. He goes for it again. He doesn't connect at that time, but that one would have absolutely KO'd. Lopes whipping in his face. Kyna says, you got a D-Light? Guess what? I got that too.
Yeah, no, I mean, Kyna just swapped off, and suddenly Lopes is looking lost. I mean, granted, we were in a similar position in the last game, right? Where, you know, Kyna was up by a massive lead here, and Lopes was able to bring it all the way back. But for some reason, I'm not feeling as confident that Lopes is going to be able to do it 2 times.
Yeah, 2 times, that's a lot to ask for at this point, because Kyna, his advantage state with cannon has been looking formidable. Lopes, he just whips that ground pound. But that is so ambiguous, right? Everybody thinks that they're going to be grounded and said, oh, nope, cannon jumps back up, and then it drifts, and then it's like, you don't know where I'm going to go.
I have to give the credit to Kyna, though, just because most people get hit by the splash of that ground pound. He somehow was able to space just perfectly enough. But Kyna doing it unarmed right now. He has 3 hits. Wow, that end light acting as an anti-air. Huge opportunity for a turnaround from Kyna. Kyna's patient, waiting above, hovering. Gets the D-Light into the down air to go ahead and carry Lopes across the stage. These cannons are swinging at each other, but Lopes is on his final stock. Almost gets caught, does get caught by the down sig. It's not enough, but Kyna 1 more conversion away from going ahead and bringing this game here. That down is going to force off stage.
Pound, but he was down a little bit too low. He wasn't able to get the spike. Kyna just hesitating a little bit on the punish at the end. It's okay. He has this incredible lead. He misses the sidelight punish. Deceptively low end lag.
Wow, yeah, I mean, with the end light punish as well. Now Lopes,
Not
yet
again.
And
Not again.
No shot.
There's no
shot.
way. Not again. This is going to be going to a game 5. Surely, Kyna, all you need is one hit. You need that side light dodge read.
Even
you need to
N-light.
be able to get that D-light into the neutral lane, the true combo, the two-piece.
Okay.
And now, we have a game 5.
All right. I mean, I'm thinking Kyna stays on the Amethyst, though. I mean, with the way that game started, I'm like, yeah, your axe. Because realistically, like, that was, all right, I whipped your butt so bad with the axe on the first stock. Let me go ahead and hop on this cannon and see what this is about, have some fun with it. And then didn't really get back on the axe kind of till the very end where he whipped that side light and then kind of threw it away and then got the cannon back again. So I'm kind of like not trying to suggest that this is an easy dub for Kyna if he stays on the axe, because I think that would be disrespectful, but I do think that would be the optimal play if I'm Kyna and I'm trying to win.
I think he had a much better sense of tempo in that game. He knew exactly when to go in, and he knew exactly when it was not his turn. And now we're seeing the switch from Lopes again. The shades of Lopes in the winner's side could be now going on over to the Kyna. I mean, honestly, I get it. Guess what? That cannon got diffed that game. That cannon absolutely got diffed. So we're going to be trying something else with Kyna. We're going to be sticking to the Spirit. I think Spirit into Axe is still a really good idea, but this is game 5. Our third consecutive game 5. This time around, my friends, we are in Elimination Finals for third, and the winner of this qualifies for the Royale, so there's a lot on the line. Kyna's advantage state is going off, but Lopes is still hanging on because guess what, Kyna?
Never die. That's Bay right there. Works every time. Honestly surprised that Kyna wasn't able to get the stock there. I think, honestly, the fact that Kyna drifts so slow from left to right, Kyna tried to go for a recovery after the Ensig, and I just think Kyna is so slow at moving that she didn't move to the right enough yet for Kyna to actually hit her.
Sidelight series is going to be coming through Lopes. He has been stuck on the back foot. He's going to be able to avoid the D-Sig that time around, but that's just going to be another N-Light coming through. Kyna backing off, giving him space. He's trying to play more patient, and Lopes doing exactly what you need to do. When somebody's playing patient, you wipe it through to be able to get it in, and the Ensig actually KO'd off the top. The GC D-Light Ensig true combo, beautifully done.
Okay, Kyna coming back here. I mean, Lopes with a slight lead, but the D-Light gonna hurt. You need 1 or 2 more of those to go ahead and knock out Lopes. N-Light gonna send you to the side.
Not
Queen
enough.
Nye Drift isn't gonna be the most friendly here, but Kyna's patient enough to just wait on stage to N-Light one more time.
Okay, Lopes whipping that GC sidelight. I get it. You know, he was just looking for the Hail Mary option. He doesn't have a lot of movement tools in that position. Is a nasty place to be in as Qataris. And now the game is just exactly even.
And kind of sticking with this cannon here. Saying, you know what, I have fun playing this weapon. I'm here for it. Tries to get a bit of a turnaround there. Oh, misses the N-Light. It's a bit of a tricky one to know whether or not to do to the left or to the right.
Backing off.
Wow.
The reset with the N-Light. That was so good. And now, just like that, Lopes, he is down in the damage. Kyna going to be switching off to the Axe here. He found an incredible string as well. Ooh. He's backing off. What a punish.
Yeah, his spacing is insane. I'm like, how did you not get tagged by that? Oh, and another Sayer. Lopes forced to burn the dodge early, so there should be a down air. Easy pickup for the edge guard, and Kyna
any day of the week.
1 stock away from qualifying for the grand finals.
That N-Light was everything. That N-Light to be able to reset the combo, to be able to reset the advantage state. Kyna's cannon is just different. Lopes, he's not going to be able to find this opening. Kyna going to be finding every single N-Light that he could be possibly looking for again. Stop it. That's too much, man. Too much.
Lopes, how do you get this stock, man? Do you get this stock, man? Let's start there. Oh, gets stuffed out. Oh, throws out the Ensig. And you have to be careful here. Can't even land, needs to get that weapon. May not get the chance. Kyna's doing such a good job of guarding it. There we go, gets the side light. That's gonna be a punish. D-Light into the Nair is gonna be all Kyna needs to go ahead and qualify for the grand finals. And there you have it, another qualification for that Summer Royale.
That is the 3rd set in a row where it has gone to a game 5, and the victor, it won in a confident fashion, in a dominant fashion, because Kyna stopped Lopes. That cannon was looking phenomenal. Those resets. By the way, I'm going to say something. I'm going to go out on a limb here.